could cause a life-threatening storm surge with winds of up to 290 kilometres an hour. Parts of the Florida coast are also forecast to be in the path of the storm later on Monday. From there, Aleem Maqbool reports.
These were the last pictures out of the Abaco Islands of the Bahamas before Hurricane Dorian hit. Gusts were already strengthening, but when it made landfall, wind speeds were measured at 185 miles an hour, the strongest storm ever recorded here.
This is a deadly storm and a monster storm. On two previous occasions, I've asked Bahamians to leave the Keys. Many had not heeded my warning. Many had remained behind. I can only say to them, this is not the last time they would hear my voice.
These are flat islands, and the ocean surges predicted during the hurricane are expected to overwhelm them and anyone who didn't evacuate.
The police will not be coming for you in the middle of a hurricane. You will have to hunker down. If your head is hard and stubborn and you will not move, you'll have to hunker down after a certain time because nobody will be rendering assistance to you.
The potential of severe risk to people's lives will continue as the hurricane passes through the Bahamas, but people on the southeastern coast of the USA are already preparing for what could come their way in the coming days.
Which talks about the wind. It will also have substantial, destructive, life-threatening storm surge, freshwater rainfall, and 4 states, Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, can all expect to see tropical storm to hurricane force impacts over the coming days, so the time for preparation is now.
Well, the problem for people living in this part of the United States, as has been the case in the Bahamas over the last couple of days, is that this hurricane has changed its path so dramatically that it's hard to know where to evacuate and where is going to be safe. The immediate concern, though, is that all those who needed to escape for their lives in the Bahamas managed to do so. Aleem Maqbool, BBC News, on the east coast of Florida.
Well, Arthur Nixon is a taxi driver and tour guide in El Ferra, one of the islands that hasn't borne much of the brunt of the storm in the Bahamas.
The winds have not totally, but pretty well almost subsided. And like I said, we're looking pretty much at an upturn here.
How much damage have you seen out and about?
I've not seen any physical damage that I might say that has been of any kind of devastations here. What I've seen was a little rising surf in the township of Governor's Harbor, which is about 5 miles north of me. And we've had an unusual up tide, so to speak, into some of the street area. But other than that, I would say it looks pretty well okay.
It's getting late into the evening where you are. Just take us through how you're going to organise your house, your home tonight to protect yourself and your family.
Well, as far as that is concerned, like I said, I think we're pretty much out of the woods as far as any further damage is concerned. So I'm not planning on doing any extra thing here tonight as far as preparedness are concerned. We've just got electricity that came back up after being shut down like about 3 a.m. this morning. And we just got electricity returned just a few minutes ago. But other than that, like I said, I've not made any plans of any further preparations to prepare as far as this storm is concerned.
Well, it's good to hear that you're feeling like you're out of the woods. What have the preparations been like over the last few days?
Well, people have been pretty much sensible about their preparedness as far as that is concerned, and battening down their windows, doors, wherever as necessary. Personally, I did a bit of limited preparedness this time around because I pretty well monitored movements, and as far as past experiences are concerned with movements of hurricanes, I pretty much kind of determined that we would not get a direct impact, which again was a pretty sensible call on my part, even though it was not the proper thing to do. But there again, we came through without any devastating damages.
Arthur Nixon speaking to me earlier.